What's that?
What's up?
What's up, Shorty?
What's up, Ray?
What's going on? I'm Big Diesel.
And I'm not Ghostface. I'm Coach.
Wow. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Ghostface,
Speaking of,
want to show them the little ghost face you got over there?
up there. I guess I could. I mean,
You know, why not? Just something different.
yeah, got a little, little whatever.
You know, who got you that?
The guy sitting next to me.
Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. If you like Funko Pops.
Yeah.
We like Funko Pops. But anywho, if you ain't noticed, we're gonna, well, even though that's a scary movie.
Right.
I mean Scream. But yeah, we're doing scary movie. Another honest review.
Scary Movie 2026, mind you.
So a lot of people have been saying Scary Movie 6.
Right. Technically called Scary Movie. They're kind of, the Wayans are taking back the franchise in a sense.
Figuratively and literally.
Yes.
This will be a no spoiler review.
Is it?
Yeah.
How do you spoil a scary movie?
That's not the point.
True. Can I spoil the end? I mean, not the end, but can I spoil at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do a mullet review.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to see the, very end, we'll do spoilers over there. But yeah, like he said, it's no really spoiling this. This is just a spoof. But just in case y'all want to watch it and haven't watched it, we're not really going to reveal too much of the plot if there was one. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Yeah. So, what's crazy is we went to this theater by us, and we were watching it, and there was a pretty good crowd.
There was, age-wise, there were some young people behind us. Young people.
I feel like they liked it more than us. They were laughing, which just because I don't like something doesn't mean I don't think, other people. I really like when other people enjoy themselves. So it was cool.
Yeah.
The guys behind me were kind of kicking my seat, and I was getting a little pissed off. But anywho, other than that, it was cool. I only watched the first two. I didn't watch any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But I do, and it was a long time since I've seen those, but I know parts. There's parts of it.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, but all in all, it was cool. Just not my type of. It's not that it was bad per se, at least in my opinion. I can't really speak on it. It's not my kind of comedy. A lot of people were comparing it to Naked Gun, which I don't think you should. It's not like Naked Gun, but it's a spoof like Naked Gun.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that.
But even I didn't like Naked Gun, so I don't think that did it any justice. I didn't really like Naked. So I think it's more of, and there are some stuff that probably lands and some stuff that doesn't.
For sure.
Everybody's gonna, watch it differently. It's subjective, blah blah blah. But it's just not my type of humor. It's a lot of, certain jokes, certain, paraphernalia.
Yes.
Sexual jokes, explicit joke. It's just like, okay, yeah, you have certain things. It's just kind of like, I don't know if these jokes are even funny at this point. I think somebody was like talking about how some of the jokes probably don't like even the scary movies back then. They if you watch it now, they don't age right, and I think
Yeah.
I agree. It's just the stuff that was funny back then is not really the stuff that's funny now. I feel like.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. For me, I would kind of say, um, yeah. Well, to kind of rewind, because I also I'm coming into Scary Movie having only seen the first movie in its entirety. I only watched the whole first movie like the day before or the weekend or like the day before I saw
This one?
This one, yeah,
Really?
either the day before or a couple days before.
Crazy.
Yeah, I seen it in parts.
What'd you think of that?
It was cool. Now some stuff was dated, but some stuff genuinely was funny. I definitely got more of the references now. It's like, oh, okay, I see y'all are doing this. Oh, I know what you did last summer. Oh, I see y'all are doing this, or like,
Yeah, that's another thing. You got to really be a horror because, of course, it spoofs scary stuff. So it's like
yes,
horror movies. So it's like me, not really horror movies are not my thing.
yeah,
So that's another kind of thing to where it's like, yeah, I don't think this is my demographic, my niche.
yeah.
But I know you like horror.
I like some horror. Like, I'm not a horror buff. I guess because I'm a film buff in the sense in general, where it's like, if a horror movie is good and it's like something that interests me, a topic that interests me, or it's got a director that I like or actors that I like, I'm more likely to check it out. Or if it has a lot of buzz, I'm more likely to check it out. But there also are just movies that I'm like, yeah, that's not my thing. Like a lot of possession and supernatural.
So some stuff, we're Christians, of course.
Yeah.
So some stuff, I don't even think it's the Christian part of me that doesn't like horror because I do, in my convictions, I do feel like the demon possessions, all that stuff. Yeah, I probably try to stay far away from those.
Yeah.
But then there's certain movies that it's like, I'm just not. I don't like being scared. I don't like the suspense. I don't like, too much dark stuff.
Yeah.
Heavy topics. But sometimes you get those certain movies that pique my interest, whether it's just the concept or whatever the case may be. I'm like, that might be interesting. Or I see the trailer and it's like, I like the way they're doing the certain thing. Like I think Clayface is coming out, and that's kind of horror.
Yeah, but it's also based on a comic book.
Yeah,
character.
but they like just going off of Batman villains. You can do that for a lot of their villains just because of how they are, if that makes sense. So it's quite interesting. So there's certain films that's like, oh, I'll see the trailer and it'll be interesting. So I think we're rambling, but
yeah,
I think they get my point.
For sure.
It's just horror is just not my thing.
Yeah. But back when, also, actually finally, so having finally seen Scary Movie, and then I put on Scary Movie 2. It was basically past midnight at that point, so I kind of dozed off.
Yeah.
The plot was.
He's not a night owl.
The thing is, I'd be up, but kind of half up. So I kept rewinding it, seeing certain parts, but as far as a cohesive story, I just wasn't following it as much as the first one. But I know the second movie has some iconic moments that people like to quote. So I was like, okay, I'm at least watch the first two because.
So the first one is
Wayans
mostly Scream-ish.
Scream-ish mixed.
So
with
I feel like you would enjoy that one a lot more.
Yeah.
Second one might be, I can't remember. I
know they're in like a haunted house.
Yeah. So
yeah. I don't know what specific movie though they're trying to spoof.
I think that it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what bothers me too is I feel like they were all over the place. It was joke, then joke, then joke, and like I made the joke before, it's like no cohesive plot, nothing
Yes.
really happening,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of like I get it, it's a spoof, but
Yeah,
even Naked Gun, there was kind of a plot.
there
There
for
was
sure.
a plot going.
There was.
Let's get into the good though.
The actual the well, um, I didn't
Or you
really
wanna
say.
go
Well,
on-
no, I didn't really give my
My bad.
actual
My bad. Yeah.
thing. Like, well, I was just gonna say, I kind of agree with you overall. I would say, looking back at it, there were certain jokes where I was like, oh, that genuinely was funny. Like, I don't want to like spoil anything in particular, but there were certain jokes where like, okay, I get what y'all did, and even when certain jokes didn't always land, it was like I can at least see what y'all were going for. But it, I saw a review or somebody mentioned that the movie is kind of like for people that are on Facebook, where it's like
Yeah,
the
live
older,
streaming
it's
stuff.
like the older generation. It's kind of like it's tailored for an older generation who
Yeah.
they
Oh,
look
yeah.
at what they look at things now as far as comedy. They look at the
Gotcha.
younger
Yeah,
generation
yeah,
who's
yeah.
a lot more sensitive to things, and you got to be more
Yeah.
politically correct now.
Yeah.
And then it's like I felt like this movie was their kind of purpose was dismantling what people find being politically correct and what people may call funny now, or even what people may say is, oh, y'all are too woke or y'all are too this, and it's like I think
That
just
term
comedy over.
always bothers me
Yeah,
because that's not what woke means.
it's not, but
Hey, yeah, that's a whole nother Bible study.
yeah, that's a whole other. But I do think comedy does evolve over time, and just the way the world evolves too, as far as like what you can say and can't say, as far as what's acceptable. And not saying you have to be politically correct or you have to bend everything to fit whatever, but it's like you also have to know who your audience is. Like, are you trying to make this movie for people in their 20s and teens, or are you trying to make this for people in their late 30s, 40s plus who were watching Scary Movie when they were teenagers in their early 20s? Like, so I think you kind of have to know who you're trying to target. So it may or may not work depending on who you are. But the other thing I would say is we had this conversation. Even looking back at all the scary movies, like I know the first Scary Movie, it's kind of beloved, and a lot of I think the second one has a cult following, but it was never a point where these were like, oh, universally liked or loved movies like that. Like they have their followings, but again, most people didn't like it past the second movie. Like, so when people are saying, "Oh, it's
and
only
then
got,"
they kind of just got onto action spoofs and
yeah,
yeah,
they were doing like superhero movie, disaster movie,
yep,
dance flick, all these different things.
Yeah.
So the spoof, it's kind of like the spoof era kind of died. I think kind of in the 2010s, mid to late 2010s, and then it seems now just within the last couple of years they're trying to bring them back, which I honestly predicted around the time the Naked Gun reboot happened. I was like, I knew that they were going to bring spoofs back at some point. It was just a matter of time. But I would say these were never like, oh, so these. What I'm basically saying is, as far as spoofs go, like at least this specifically, these are never like when people mention the Rotten Tomato scores or the ratings.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is at 30%. It's like I wasn't expecting anything super high to begin with,
Right.
but still overall, well, what would you say that you liked about it?
So
Passing it off.
I think you already know.
Yeah.
I think you already know. There's not to give this. There's an animated scene that goes tough.
Yeah, it actually was well done.
Goes tough. I don't know if it's the same people that did the Spider-Verse movies,
It looks similar as far as the
or if
style.
it was the ones they were definitely spoofing
Are you gonna
K-pop
Demon
Demon Hunters. Um, I feel like, but
Oh yeah, it was.
yeah, but it looked like the animation of like the Spider Verse. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But it goes tough. It goes
Mm-hmm.
tough. There's that one. I think that's the main one I liked.
I liked the. Well, was there another one?
I can't remember.
There was one. I'll just say it involves a certain musician who just had a biopic.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Did we do a review on that?
Yes, we did. Yes,
That's
we
deep.
did.
That's
And
deep.
it's out right now, and hopefully y'all have watched it.
You better. You better. We know y'all.
Yeah.
See it. Anywho.
But
But yeah, it was cool. Yeah, that I think it was that. Yeah, the land of the joke
mhm.
was entertaining.
The which one?
The landing of the joke.
Oh yeah.
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 So anywho, but yeah, I think we've said mostly everything. Anything else you want to add before we get into the end?
Um. No, I will. I will say I also kind of agree as far as like with spoofs, and I've noticed this especially with this one. While there is a story, because it kind of copies the format of Scream Five, which was technically called Scream, but I noticed that a lot of times, especially as the movie kind of went along, they were just kind of stitching scenes together that honestly you could place like, oh, they're spoofing this movie here, they're spoofing this movie here. You really could kind of place a lot of those type of scenes in in kind of any order almost when you before you get to like the main storyline. And I think that is something that's more apparent where if I'm looking at it from a more critical standpoint, it's like okay, this is funny, but it's like okay, how does this actually relate to the overall story?
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. I still admired and appreciated what they were going for, even though not everything landed.
Yeah. Now there's certain people that make cameos. I'm not gonna say who they are,
Mm-hmm.
but there's certain people who make cameos, and there's certain people who are just in it from who were in the older ones, the one and two. Of course you got Brenda and Cindy. Cindy, who show up, but they were in the trailer. But there's other people that kind of show up. But it mainly focuses on the main core people.
Yes.
And then their kids, right?
You have Brenda. She does have two kids who are basically spoofs of uh, the the Mindy and Chad who are in the most recent screams. They're those two who are uh, Randy's niece and nephew in the Scream movie. So they're basically spoofs on them.
Sure.
And then you also have I forgot her name, but she's basically you're bringing in the newer generation. What is her name? It's Cherry, and no. You got Tuesday, and who's basically a take on Wednesday, and then you have
a little on the nose.
Very on the nose. I'm looking for what is the actor's name? Or no, the
actress.
The actress is not just the actress, but also the character's name, who's like Sarah. Is it Sarah?
Sure.
Okay. I guess it is Sarah.
Shout out to IMDb.
Yeah. Anywho, Next Generation. They're supposed. I guess they were supposed to be. Let's see. They're,
Do you see them like taking over and they're passing the torch, or do you just think that they're? Because I don't see them. It's gotta. I don't see it selling without Marlon and the
okay.
core kit.
So can we get to the spoilers? Because that my answer will get to the.
I was trying to transition.
My bad. Okay. That was a transition.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
my-
was the transition. Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're still here, we are transitioning to
The spoilers.
spoiler territory.
Spoilers.
Yes. Yes. So to answer your question, I think
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're still here, there's
It's
the
too late.
spoiler section.
if you're reading this, it's too late.
Spoiler section. Okay,
You'll get done with.
maybe.
You haven't. Anyways, so to answer the question, Marlon and Sean, I don't think they're gonna go anywhere unless this just completely flops, because the message that they the message that they sent,
Message version?
different Bible study, the message that they are trying to convey in this movie is that we are killing off. I mean, not just figuratively, but in a
Can we say that?
figuratively, we are unaliving off.
That don't sound right.
It doesn't. The next generation of like, okay, you see, we got these young people that are trying to take over. Like, okay, we got Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7, yada yada. But nah, we not letting the next generation take over. We want our comedy like it's been for the last 25, 30 years, and basically it pretty much follows the same formula as Scream 5, and it mixes a little bit of Scream 6 in there, but it follows the story beats of Scream 5. That they meet back in the house.
Is this spoiler for Scream? You know, I haven't seen it.
You haven't, but the way the funny thing is it kind of goes in a very similar direction as Scream 5. Spoiler alert, except the very end, because okay, what I'll say is this.
Don't spoil it for me.
No, I'm not spoiling Scream 5. I'm saying what happens in Scary Movie.
Okay.
Yes, because
Carry on.
Because there's like multiple ghost face reveals.
Yeah.
You got Diesel, your namesake, the biggest Diesel.
The biggest. I'm the biggest.
Pause. Anywho,
Had to do a pause.
is this the first one on the channel? Anyway.
Only him would do a pause.
Oh man! So you got Shaq, and then.
I told you pause should end in 2025.
But look, we're in 2026, and we're still here.
And we got a scary movie.
Exactly.
Anyways, carry on.
Anything could come back at this point.
Right.
But yeah, you got Shaq. He's there. You got Anthony Anderson, who he's also was in one of the other scary movies.
Mm-hmm.
So
bad dreads wig.
Oh, was it a wig? I guess so.
Yeah, it's a wig. Yeah.
So not only that, but then you also got. It's funny because they make fun of the boyfriend, the fact that it's so obvious that he's one of the go. And it was that's funny, but then you also get Shorty and Ray.
Yeah.
Surprise! They're also, one of which. The continuity in these movies, the lack of continuity is also a very funny thing.
Yeah.
But then it's like.
But I mean, like, you said they killed off the younger generation.
Yeah.
But anybody that dies.
can come back basically.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
that's
that's what I was getting into.
That is the thing. So
Yeah.
in theory, they could. That's the thing where it's like I don't think you can take it that serious because yeah, they burn the house down with them tied up, but it's like you don't really see what even happens to them.
Right.
So in theory, they could just bring them back
If you
whenever they
don't
want
see a
to.
body.
Yeah, but it is. I think it was just an overall commentary on like their own inability to let the younger generation take over. It's like, oh, y'all want your style of humor, y'all want this like, y'all want us to be more politically correct. Well, no.
Right. Yeah.
The thing is, it could backfire on them. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But
Only time will tell.
only time will tell. But
Right.
I do think it was an interesting, interesting choice. Like, was it surprising? I don't know, but I don't think I'm like when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, ooh, where's this gonna go? Ooh, I wonder who's the because you kind of expecting it to go any sort of way.
Right.
So when it get to the end, I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at. I wasn't mad at how it ended, honestly, because I felt like it was kind of, it felt like who the Wayans are and what they were trying to say throughout the movie when you look at the types of jokes they were making.
Yeah.
Now again, were all the jokes funny? I did think some of them were. Some of them. Not all of them. I wouldn't even say most of them, but some of them. Anywho, I don't really got too much more to say as far as anything.
Okay.
You got it? You got anything?
No.
Well,
It was cool. Rating.
you first.
I was afraid you were gonna say that. Man. You gonna make me do it?
Yeah.
1.5. I give it to you. Yeah.
I gave it 2.5.
Yeah. Part of me wanted to do it, but then I felt like I wasn't going to give it the honest review. So.
Gotta be honest. I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah. It just wasn't my thing. So.
That's cool.
Yeah. So. I think this is more. I would. Is this something I would stream? Nah. I wouldn't watch it again. Let's say that, but I wouldn't say that I needed to see this in the theater. If that makes sense.
You wouldn't.
Well, I just don't think I wouldn't. I would. I don't recommend seeing like you have to see it in the theater.
Oh yeah. I honestly, I would kind of agree, unless you're like a really big scary movie fan.
Yeah.
Because it really might be your thing, but I think this is something you definitely could like watch at home with a group of friends.
I definitely don't think even though the first, I still favor the first two over this one.
Okay. I would say the first one definitely. I got to rewatch the second one.
It was
3 through
cool.
5.
It was cool.
Can't
I
say
just
anything
don't
like
think it ages. In
Yeah.
my opinion, it's just
Mhm.
like okay. I don't know if it's because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
Or I know it, so much.
Yeah.
Or if it's just the jokes are just it's dated. But anywho, that's all we got.
Well, post your comments below.
Like, share, subscribe.
Let us know what your favorite scary movie is.
What movie is scary movie?
Scary movie. Which one of these movies, like scary movies, are your favorite? And your favorite joke within this movie, and in the movies in general, like something that you would quote a lot. And we didn't really talk about the actual characters much either. Like,
Do we need to?
not really.
Oh, Damon Wayans Jr. I wish he had a bigger part.
Yeah.
He's the one, like him
His
being the Wayans.
Yeah.
And
He
if
really-
you don't know who I'm talking about, the guy, he was Coach in New Girl.
Shout out to Coach.
Not this Coach.
Not this Coach. Yeah.
But yeah.
He's been in he's been in multiple sitcoms
Let's-
actually.
Let's Be Cops was was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
In, Happy Endings.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been in some. He's been in some comedies for sure. Some sitcoms and a lot of things. Yeah, he was kind of in his own. They kind of put him in his own storyline.
Yep.
I don't know if it was like if that was intentional to set something else up later, or if that was
or some of his stuff might have gotten cut. I don't know if they'd still do that in comedies or whatever. But
or maybe he. And I was also thinking maybe he had a limited amount of availability for shooting. So it's like, hey, I can just get you for these couple scenes right here.
Why? Because he's in a TV show or something?
Maybe. Like,
okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I thought you knew something.
Oh, no. I had no idea.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just guessing.
Cool.
At this point.
Cool.
But shout out to Damon Wayans Jr., shout out to Keenan, Sean, Marlon,
All of them.
Kim, all of everybody.
Everybody. But I feel like there are certain people I feel like could be in other movies that they could, not just the scary movies, but I feel like they could do the Adam Sandler thing to where he has the same crew in there. I feel like they could do something like that in certain other movies.
Yeah.
They could even bring a haunted house too. They might bring white chicks back.
I thought they were doing that, allegedly.
But yeah, or just any other kind of original concept.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think I would like to see. And the funny thing is, they never mentioned him out of all the horror films.
You did say that.
Did not mention him.
It's interesting. I wonder why. I wonder why.
Anywho, so let us know in the comments. We'll see you in the next one.